Good morning, Aldersley. It's Thursday the 26th of March. I hope you're okay. I hope you all enjoyed that glorious sunshine yesterday afternoon after you finished in your virtual school. And I hope that you are ready for today, ready for the best Thursday. So yesterday, Mr. Richardson sent you a number of challenges. I'm really hoping that you've had that opportunity to watch that TED Talk. If not, make sure you watch it today. Make sure you take that time to watch that TED Talk. There might also be some other really interesting ones on there that you are also engaged with and might also want to watch and talk to people at home about. He also asked you to tweet about the different extracurricular work that you've been doing. Really, really proud of Holly in year 9, who's already started to write a novel in 10 weeks. I cannot wait to read that. And I know that there's some people who are already dipping in and out of lots of the other activities alongside there. Did anyone build a bug hotel? I'm interested to see. Make sure you pop them on Twitter for me. I'll be retweeting your tweets throughout the day. So what are today's challenges then? Well, today I want to see people securing as many award points as possible. Remember, your teachers are still offering out those award points. We are still sending certificates to you, or only the difference is you will get them via email. And it is almost time for your spring term 2 awards assemblies. They will be next Friday at 3 o'clock. So your period 6 lessons will only be half an hour long. And then you will have your awards assemblies from your ASLs. So Miss Dunn, Miss Duna and Miss Bond and Miss Jones will be leading on those. And I can't wait to hear about who's having the awards, both for your work in school for the past 4 weeks and for your work in the 2 weeks within our virtual school. So challenge yourself today to get some of those top points. I want to be awarding as many students as possible. One that's been repeated before, but actually I think is so important, especially during a time where we're not allowed out of our houses. Can you complete a random act of kindness for somebody in your house? Think about how you could help somebody in the home today. Is it that your dad is always doing the washing up after tea? Could you offer to help him tonight? Maybe do the drying up or take over on the washing up? Is it that you always notice your brother and sister are the people who change their beds? Could you help with changing the beds today? What could you do that is a random act of kindness? And it might not even be housework related. It might be that your random act of kindness is saying to your mum or your stepmum or someone else in your home, shall we just have 10 minutes and have a chat? How are you? What a lovely act of kindness. Remember, in a world where we can be anything, be kind. And your third challenge, a really easy challenge, and some of you will have ticked it straight off your list already. I'd like you all to get yourself a Twitter account and make sure you are following at Aldersley High School. I'm really interested to see how many of you can get this Twitter account today so that we can celebrate your success even more. For those of you who do have Twitter, you'll see we're constantly retweeting things that you're doing. Your teachers are tweeting you all of the time. So I'm really keen to get as many of you as possible onto Twitter. And here's a great example of why Twitter is so fab. These are just some of the tweets that have gone out yesterday, and that was at yesterday morning. So as I said before, Holly is writing her first novel in 10 weeks. Brilliant. Miss Dunn is getting really excited about who's going to be having the Student of the Week for Year 8. Miss Connolly was celebrating lots of great success in her Year 8 lesson. Miss Evanis Murray, exactly the same in her Year 7 lesson. Great to see. I mean, what a lovely tweet from Miss Duna. Year 7 are just the best, although Year 9 and 10, I'm sure she will say different to you when she does her ASL assemblies. But great to see that our staff are also having big smiles put on their faces because they too are also stuck inside their houses. So it's really nice to see that you're cheering our staff up as well. The one in the middle there, Miss Nuttall, don't forget, if you've got yourself an egg, boil that egg and let's see if you can make an entry for the Good Egg Easter competition. But well done, folks. It's so nice to see so many of you been celebrating and so many of our staff being really pleased with the amazing work that you are doing. So I'm really, really proud of you. Well done. Couple of things I just want to mention within this morning's assembly. First of all, a bit of a reminder about using Teams appropriately. Unfortunately, we're still seeing some students who are using Teams as their own social media platform. Can I remind you, please, that you should be only communicating with your teachers within your different teams that you're in for your classes, and that's to ask questions of your teacher, to get feedback, to ask for further clarification, not to be used to ask your friend what they did last night or what's going on, you know, with X, Y or Z. So please make sure that you are using your own non-school platforms to communicate with your friends. So make sure you're using the different social media platforms, your WhatsApp groups that you've got, Snapchat, etc. Make sure you're using that as normal to converse with your friends, and we're using Teams as a normal classroom environment. If you wouldn't say that out loud in your classroom, then please don't write it down in a post. I also want to remind people to be using formal language at all times. Literacy is so important. Think about even outside of English, how many exams you also get marks for your SPAG, your spelling, your punctuation and your grammar. So can we please write you with Y-O-U? Can we please get an apostrophe in let's? So L-E-T apostrophe S, let us. Go on with this, please, and let's make sure that we are being formal at all times. And just a final reminder, online communication is only taking place between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. Remember, the rules are exactly the same in our virtual classrooms as they are in our normal classroom. So, accessing your daily lessons. This has been another thing that I just want to address today. Lots of you, a lesson will start at 1:40, and by 1:41 there are lots of you saying, I don't know what to do. What do we now have to do? Please make sure that you are reading all of those instructions carefully within the posts and within the assignments that are being sent across to you really carefully before you ask your teacher what to do. If there is a PowerPoint on there, it most probably has your teacher's voice on it. So make sure you've got the sound up or you've got some headphones in so that you can listen to your teacher, because they will probably be explaining what you are then asking them. Then that means that the posts are cleared up so that then if you have a genuine question, you can then ask that within the post and your teacher will get back to you far quicker because of that. Can I also ask you to consider how you are asking these questions? Please make sure we're always being polite. Obviously, we expect pleases and thank yous where necessary. So please make sure that we are asking these questions in a polite manner and making sure, again, that we are communicating in the same way that we would do in a normal classroom. My third piece of advice in regards to accessing your daily lessons is get yourself prepared for the lesson. So I've seen lots of you posting, I don't know my Seneca login. Make sure you're getting your Seneca login sorted in advance. Make sure you've got those codes already written down. You might have a piece of paper next to your laptop that's got all your login details and all of your different usernames and passwords already there. You might have a notebook there. Do you have your knowledge books ready? So if your teacher asks you to turn to page 13 in your knowledge book, you can, but try and get yourself prepared for that. So today, if you know that you keep forgetting your Seneca login and password, can you please make sure that you get that ready and prepared before your lessons begin at 8:45. Remember, one of our key principles within our school is be prepared. So let's make sure that we are prepared for our virtual school in the same way that we would be prepared for normal school. So a final reminder in regards to Teams, there are lots and lots of things on Teams for you to access, a plethora, a myriad of different activities and extracurricular work that we have also been popping onto Teams to support you outside of your normal 6 periods. Make sure you are visiting your whole year group team on there, so the year 7 to 11 whole year group teams, and the whole school team. There are loads of extra challenges on there, lots of extracurricular work, competitions, ways to win additional points. And in addition to that, your ASLs will also be uploading their weekly assemblies to those platforms and sort of mention any weekly awards. So please keep an eye on those teams as well, because that will support you outside of your normal lessons. And for those of you who've already been saying, oh, actually, when I finish at 3:30, it's quite boring. I'm quite bored from then on until when I go to bed. You might wish to choose some of those different activities on there to stop you from being bored. There are loads of different challenges for you. So, has anyone received a celebratory certificate yet? You will have seen today, lots of the senior leadership team have emailed out celebratory certificates to different students based on the work that they're completing within their teams. Have you received one yet? If not, can you challenge yourself to receive one of these certificates? And then I also want to see, as I mentioned earlier, lots of you challenging yourselves to receive those certificates in your spring term 2 awards assemblies on Friday the 3rd of April at 3 o'clock. I'm really looking forward to those assemblies and looking forward to seeing as many of you as possible getting those rewards that I know you so much deserve. So as a reminder, as we always say, we want to make sure that you are safe and that you are keeping yourself safe. If you need anything, make sure you are emailing your relevant head of year. Year 7 students, could you please email Miss Dunn or Mr. Reed if you need anything? Miss Loads Vincent isn't available at the moment, but obviously we will let you know when she is back and has her availability again. So please email Miss Dunn or Mr. Reed in any of those instances. And a reminder for year 11 students that Mr. Pritchard doesn't work on a Monday or Friday. Obviously Miss Papari is always available. Miss Evans is always available. There's lots of things that Miss Evans has also been posting about well-being that you might want to have a little look at. So make sure please that you are keeping safe, both within your house, outside if you go out for your daily exercise, and online. Really important that we're staying safe. So it's day 4 in our coping calendar today. Here's our challenge. Stay hydrated, eat healthy food and boost your immune system. It's really easy, isn't it, when we're at home to keep snacking. We're not in our sort of normal lessons where we wouldn't be able to eat. So make sure that we are eating healthy food. We're making those healthy food choices, and make sure you've always got a drink by you on your desk so that you can keep hydrated. We know that if we stay hydrated, it keeps our brain hydrated as well. And we are more likely to make that rapid progress. We're more likely to understand what we're being asked to do and to be amazing in our lessons. So that's it for me from this morning, Aldersley students. I hope you have an absolutely brilliant day. Obviously, I'm recording this on Wednesday where the sun is shining. I'm really hoping the sun is still shining this morning for you. And I hope you have a fantastic day in all of your lessons. I look forward to dipping in and out of them and giving you lots of rewards. Take care, everyone. Stay safe.